Hey everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, February 2nd, 2024. This is my pre-market report. Now before I even get down to this, I want to show all of you something. I've been working really hard on getting my Copo Camaro dialed in. Well, this is last night. This is my time slip. Can you see that? I ran an 8.446 at almost 160 miles an hour. Epic ride. The video of this run is right now posted on my Instagram account. If you want to see that, there's a link down below, and I hope you guys and girls check that out. Now let's get back to some serious stuff here, people. Right now we are on the eve of yet another protracted war in the Middle East, directly involving the United States. The market has been fully prepared for this. It's no secret that it's going to happen. It's now baked in my view. You have watched the 10-year yield crater as it's intended to do. You see the mechanism here. It really drives me crazy. When you understand how the market works, why it works, and who's behind all of this, I'm talking about the Federal Reserve here. It really gets your blood to boil. It really does. So what's happening here? The Federal Reserve controls the economy. They control the financial markets. They control the entire financial system, central banks collectively. With that is a grand manipulation on a scale that very few people can understand. There's probably a fraction of the people on the planet, and you're included in that fraction, that understand the mechanism here. The Federal Reserve is using the mechanism of war, okay, to do a few things. Number one, okay, this is number one. The system's drying up. It's completely illiquid. It's insolvent. It's a black hole. And on the back of this, we're about to see some incredible things take place. War, as you well know, you've been versed in this to the highest order, generates more need for borrowed dollars than any other endeavor on earth. This is how central banks, in this case I'm referring to the Federal Reserve here, is managing to foster the illusion of more liquidity. But understand, it's still not going to be enough. No matter what they do, no matter how many people they kill, to keep the mechanism going, the system operates in a perpetual vacuum. That's the nature of the debt-based model that we have. This is not a wealth-based system. You all know that. It demands more cash be pulled into the now in exponential amounts just to maintain where we are. You understand? There's no secret to what's happening here. And unfortunately, who's going to pay for all this? People of the world are, with their very lives, unfortunately. This is a game that is played on such a high level. And the deceptions and the distractions here. We heard from Iran. Iran is now demanding, are you ready for this? As we would expect, that the BRICS nations institute their own currency. This is what this whole war is about, okay? A direct threat to the petrodollar, a direct threat to the US dollar being the world reserve currency. If people actually knew this, they'd probably be up in arms. People ask, hey, why do we have military bases all over the Middle East? Some people, the very dumbed down answer is to protect us from terrorism, okay? No, the truth is, we have troops there and bases to protect oil. It all comes down to, again, the petrodollar, which is now being defended. This is the direct message. Iran is going to be hit, and we are on the eve of an attack right now. Multiple targets, and it's going to be prolonged. The eve of this attack, again, is to send a direct message to the BRICS nations, specifically to OPEC nations, which have now aligned themselves with BRICS. Don't screw with the petrodollar, or we will kill all of you. They will wipe out a vast majority of the world population to maintain their power. Central banks are not going to give this up. The Federal Reserve is not going to give up the world reserve currency without slaughtering millions. That's how many they would actually do, and there's just no doubt about it. So anyway, that's the story right now. We were on the eve of a new war, unfortunately, and there's no one revolting. There's no rebellion. There's no one taking to the streets. Look, people have been lulled into this, and they, as well as the market, have been prepared for it. What can they do about it? Nothing really. Okay, we have no representation anymore. You know that. Unfortunately, this is part of the mechanism to create this new two-tier society, this neo-feudal system you and I have covered at length for a very, very long time now. More dependency on the system. Everything that we've been saying here. Now, with regard to the stock market, you know what I'm going to tell you. It's going higher. It's going much higher. Market is prepared for this. It's been priced in. Look at the debt market. Remember what I told you. There's an old adage on Wall Street. The debt market is always right. This is why I always follow the debt market, like you. You understand? We're looking at the drivers. You look at Bloomberg, Fox Business, CNBC. What do they want you to do? Focus on the Dow, the Magnificent Seven. They even reduce it to less than the Dow 30. Focus on these. Focus on these. Stay distracted. Don't focus on the bigger picture. The bigger picture is what always matters. You understand? I think you get it. Now, you and I, again, we are light years ahead of the curve. We've been calling things out, these geopolitical events, the war in Yemen before it happened, the U.S. attacks on Yemen before it happened, Iraq before it happened, all this stuff. Now we're calling this one too. And again, this gives us a huge edge over everybody else. Watching risk in this market. Watch the 10-year yield. Again, coming down. The Mannarino Market Risk Indicator, MMRI, sub 250. It's a beautiful spot. It's a beautiful spot for the market. Market is going higher. I will be buying every single dip that comes along. You know this. As long as, okay, we continue to see rate suppression. That's what this whole war is about too, to cause cash to be pushed into the stock market. The Federal Reserve will be lowering rates moving forward. There is no doubt at all. So again, massively bullish for the stock market. Terrible for everything else. I mean, understanding the mechanism here. All of the cash that's going to need to be pulled into the now to fund war, expanding wars, this war, that war, whatever pet project they want to fling at you and sell to you and going to make you afraid of it first. Remember, you have to be made afraid of whatever it is that they're trying to fund. When you have a president coming out saying we need to do this because of that, and they start flashing pictures across the media outlets, remember, you're being sold a lie. Look for these things. Then, okay, we need to fund this after they make you afraid of it. You understand? That's how they can get you to back it. It's unbelievable. The psyop on an unprecedented scale that people, they fall through these trapdoors every single day. And they do this because their faith is in the wrong place. Not understanding that every one of these things here, the current ones running for president, the current president, the whole freak show, all of it is not working for you. Okay, they may convince you to try to make you believe that, but that's not happening. In any way, shape, or form. They're there to destroy you. They're there to empower the central banks of the world who are the real government. Again, we have no representation anymore. I've been telling you this for the longest time. Looking over at this market this morning, stock futures are higher. 10-year yield lower. Dollar slightly lower this morning. Gold and silver flat essentially. Crude oil flat essentially. Cryptocurrencies flat essentially. We found out that, imagine my shock and your shock, mortgage rates have now dropped because of the issues here going on with the debt market now pricing in more war. All the stuff that you would expect to happen is, if you understand, and I know you do, if you follow this blog, the movement of cash through the markets, why it happens, it's just too easy. It's just too easy. Most people have no idea what's going on, what they're doing, or why they're doing it. They walk through time and space. They don't even know who they are. They're like drones. They get up every day. They do their thing. It becomes almost like a knee-jerk reaction. They don't think. And that's what they're trying to do, strip out people's ability to think. And then again, propagandize them to the highest possible order. This is how the few have controlled the many forever. since as far back as you want to go. It's not going to stop today. It's only going to get worse from here. Anyway, that's where we stand, people. I want to hear from you on the eve of yet another war. The United States, or should I say the Federal Reserve, pointing their weapon, which is the entire U.S. military force, including its nuclear arsenal, at anyone they want to maintain the U.S. dollar as the world reserve. And Iran here with this statement calling for a BRICS currency. I mean, they want to be attacked. You see what's going on here? I hope this is not escaping you, what's happening here. This is all being well thought out, okay? We understand that Iran has aligned themselves with the BRICS, China and Russia. This is not going to go unanswered, okay? Expect something to occur, and it's going to be big, honestly. And that's going to, again, push us deeper into a wider conflict. Expect it. Count on it, all right? I love you a lot from the heart, people. I mean that with all I got, and we need each other as always here, I think more than ever. So let's just stick together on this. And I want to thank all of you for supporting my work. Honestly, on the first of every month, I ask for your support. Some of you step up to do that. I know some of you can't do that, and that's fine too. Just by being here, you're supporting my work, all right? Anyway, love you all from the heart. I mean this with all I got. And I'll see all of you later, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Have some questions ready for me, and just take care of yourselves and take care of each other, all right? I'll see you later.